Hello students, we are starting with the topic of tests and interviews. In this part, we will be covering only the topic of test and the interviews will be discussed later on. So what is a test? It is a simplified and a standardized procedure for sampling the human behavior. Any kind of a procedure which is undertaken to test whether the human is suitable for the job or not is known as test. What is the purpose of conducting the test? First is the objective assessment of a candidate. Objective assessment means similar type of a test will be given to every candidate so that there is no chance of the personal biasness. To check the suitability of the candidate for the job, comparison of the candidate is done on the uniform basis because of a standardized test. Chances of labor turnover are reduced when you select the candidate on the basis of a particular test. IQ, temperament, likings, dislikings, skills of the candidates, they are determined through various tests. Then what are the characteristics of a good test? First of all is assumption. It is assumed that it is based on the assumptions why we need to conduct a test, because every human or individual have different type of the skills, different type of intelligence level. That's why there is a need to conduct the test. Second is validity. Validity means accuracy of the result. That means every test, the test when it is conducted on a different types, they give accurate results. Three types of validity is there: criteria validity, content validity, and construct validity. Then is reliability. Reliability means consistency of the measurement. Consistency means similar type of results are coming every time the test is conducted on the same group of the individuals. First is test retest. Repeated test is conducted. Inter-rater means when two more than one raters, they are testing the candidates, and every time both the raters are giving similar results. Intra-rater means one rater is there, he is conducting tests different times but results are always same. Alternative form methods and split half methods. In this method we will divide the test into different parts and we will check its reliability. Then standardization. The test will be standardized, should be standardized so that they can become comparable. Objectivity means free from biasness. Qualified people, only experts should be there to test the people, right? They should be there to interpret the results. Tailor-made according to the circumstances, they should not be rigid. Preparation, well prepared, it should be easy to understand. Usefulness, there should not be only single test on the basis of which you are judging a candidate. There should be series of the test. Imprecise, the test, it never means ki whenever a test is conducted, one has passed the test, they have scored high, that means they will perform good on the job level as well. It is not always so. Then types of the test, 5 main categories are there: aptitude, achievement, situational, interest, and personality test. There are subcategories after that. We will be explaining it one by one. First is aptitude test. Aptitude test is what is the ability of the candidate to learn and acquire the new skills if the training is given to him. His learning capability is tested through aptitude test. It includes intelligence test to measure the IQ, mechanical aptitude test to check the mechanical knowledge of the technicians, psychomotor test to check the dexterity or speed or coordination with which they are doing the work. Generally, it is done for the semi-skilled workers. Clerical aptitude test in order to check the activities which is related with the office work, right? Your typing speed, your spell errors, your office records, etc. The next is achievement test. Achievement test is to check the professional knowledge of the candidates. It includes job knowledge test, which means to examine the possessed knowledge of the candidate. Work sample test, ability to perform a particular task is tested. Then is situational test. Situational test ke through we will check the real life characteristics of an individual. It is done through three methods: group discussion, in basket, and assessment centers. Group discussion, a common topic is given to a panel of the candidates, to a group of the candidates so that they can arrive at a conclusion. In basket test, under this, a basket full of the documents related to the work of the organization is given to them. They are required to read it, and then candidates are tested on the basis of their reading content. Assessment centers, a small batch of the applicants, they come to the separate room and then they are tested by the experts. They can be 6 to 8, it varies. Interest test is conducted to check the likings and dislikings of a person because it is assumed to have, there is a positive relationship between the interest and success rate. If a person gets a job of his interest, he will be more successful. Personality test, to check the traits like communication skills, leadership qualities, patience level, self-confidence. To check the personal skills of the employee, we will do the personality test. It can be objective test or it can be projective. Objective is simply through pen and paper, and projective tests are through figures and pictures. Then is developing a test program. Whenever you are developing a test program, you have to keep certain things in mind. First of all, deciding the objective. You should know what is the objective, why we are conducting the test program. Analyzing the job. The test should be according to the nature of the job specification, job description. Then is choosing the test. The test is chosen. Careful analysis should be there when you are choosing a particular test, because one job may require different type of the test at the same time. Administering the test, there can be concurrent validation and predictive validation. Concurrent validation means you are checking the current performance, and predictive means to check the future performance. Relating the test scores and the criteria, whatever the test scores are there, you will relate it with the standard set. Then is cross validation and revalidating. You are checking the accuracy time and again. Analyzing the results of the test. Whatever results are achieved, they should be analyzed properly by an expert. Then is testing guidelines. First of all, the test should be used as a supplement. It is not only the sole criteria of judging a person, it is a supplement. Second, it should be flexible. It should not be rigid. It should be according to the circumstances. Series of tests, not only a single test, but there should be a series of tests to check the ability of the employee. Test validation. Tests should be accurate. They should give accurate results at different times. Analyze the current hiring and promotion standards. Keep accurate records of the rejections. You should have a proper record why you have rejected a person, right? Then begin the validation program. Use a certified psychologist. It is suggested that there should be a PhD degree holder psychologist to test various validation programs. Then the test conditions should be normal where you are conducting the test, and they should be same and uniform for everyone. So these are certain references which have been referred while preparing this PPT. So we are done with the topic of test and interviews part 1.